Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over the complete timeline and history of the Gemmy airborne inflatable organ players. Let's begin. This was the first ever drawing and concept of the airborne inflatable organ that we all know and love. The original prototype model looked completely different. It was going to have side pipes and be a lot larger. Unfortunately, this model never came out and we never saw the release model of this airborne. Because the budget was too much for the larger organ, they made it a lot smaller. Therefore, we have the 9-foot prototype organ, as you can see right here, with an animated head and a lot more lights in the pipe. Unfortunately, this model organ never came out as well. Now we're going to see a familiar face. This is the 08 non-head moving organ. This model organ did get released in 2008. It was supposed to get released in 2007, but it never saw the daylight in 2007. It got postponed to 2008. This is the 08 head moving organ. They also used the same stock image for the 11 organ later on. This organ was sold only at Lowe's home improvement stores. Unlike the 08 non-head moving one, which was sold at multiple different stores, this organ was only sold at one store. Now we come to my personal favorite organ ever made. This is the 2008 Organ Dancers. This was sold at Sam's Club for $180, and it has a YEF 200, and it has 17 C7s. This is the most C7s that a release organ has ever had, ever. And it still plays the 4 songs like the other 2 single organs from 2008. But later on, we will see that some other organs play some different songs. And now we come to the final organ that plays the classic 4 songs. This is the 2011 organ sold exclusively to yard inflatables and some garden centers and party stores. But it is unfortunate that this is the last organ, as of now, that plays the classic 4 songs. But who knows? You never know. They might make one in the future or release one in the future that might play the traditional 4 songs again. We never know. Okay, so we got an interesting one here. This is the organ train, but this one plays Organ Player, which is the 4th song. And it plays Mary Had a Little Lamb, Chopsticks, and the Ballpark theme, which is very interesting. And then it plays some laughing noises, but it doesn't have any train whistle sounds, which is very strange if you ask me. If it's a steam locomotive, don't you think it would have a whistle? You know what I'm saying? And this is the last organ that has been released that has a sound box, which is very unfortunate as of now. This was the first ever organ ever released to not have a sound box, and for those of you who don't know, you guys are probably blaming Gemmy that it does not have a sound box. Well, that is not true. It's the store buyer's fault for it not having a sound box, because it was sold at Lowe's, therefore it's Lowe's fault for not having a sound box. Although it does have an animated head on the organ player, and it has a blinking C7 on the pipe. And this one was originally going to play music at first, but then Lowe's last minute said, no, we don't want music, and they dropped it out to save them money on the costs. And now we come to the final organ ever made by Gemmy Industries. Now, unfortunately, this organ is the worst organ ever made, in my opinion, and I'll explain why. There's no music to this one, no moving parts, no blinking C7s, there's nothing. There's no wow factor, there's no bells or whistles, there's nothing. And I blame all of it on Lowe's, and I'll explain why. This inflatable was originally going to have music, but because of Lowe's, they pulled it off. And it also has a AH3, and that's all because of Lowe's as well. It was originally going to probably have a 125 or 200, but because of Lowe's, it had to have an AH3. Here is a prototype organ inflatable that was going to be sold at Lowe's in 2014, but unfortunately this one got canceled. Here are some more clips of some of my organs. The Organ Dancers was my first ever organ ever, and this was me back in 2008 next to my favorite ever inflatable, and is still currently my favorite ever inflatable, and will always be. At one point, Sears might have sold the organ as well. Thanks to Chase the Inflatable God, he provided me this very special and very important piece of paper right here. I would like to give a special shout out to Chase the Inflatable God for providing special information to help make this video. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. One more thing I want to say. The white cord for where the sound box is, that's actually for a try me button. And for some stores like Lowe's or wherever, they would actually hook up a try me button so you could press it and hear a song. And they would just play one song, and then after the song, it would just stop.